Alright, so I am going to start doing the no set GR45, or it is the seasonal conquest called the Thrill. Now, I have already sorted out my gear from my messy stash. Apparently, I actually didn't record the part where I was finding my several different pieces, which is Cinder Coat, Mage Fist, and just some necklace, squirt necklace. I mean, you can use anything like a Mara's amulet, any healing amulet to help you mitigate damage if your Paragon levels are really low, and if you want to do it much sooner. Later on, I will be replacing my Nemesis to the Pintos Pride again. Um, I was thinking to, take advantage of uh, getting elite packs from the the shrines, which is also another good strategy to um, enable more globes if you think that you do not have like fire damage like I do with Syndicate Mage Fist. You can always use any other legendary really, but knowing the fact that you're dealing fire damage, Cinder Coat and Mage Fist just works perfectly. Shoulders, you want the indestructible shoulders. Um, or like I'm using the healing support shoulders. Generally, it doesn't really matter what the shoulders is as long as it is not part of a set. As far as pants go, you can use anything. Pox Folds is pretty good for some small area damage, even though you're playing to the point where you're not really needing to stand too close to monsters, but if they do, then you deal some amount of damage, if I remember correctly, of Pox Folds. Uh, but either way, here I'm taking my sweet time with organizing how I look, just because I kind of want to show that I put some effort into this no set 45. Last season, I know that I helped one friend out with telling her about uh, what sort of gear you would need, mainly, especially Syndicate and Mage Fist. Um, and be sure to remember to take out Syndicate from the cube as well, because we would always be using Syndicate in the cube. You can use Nemesis in the cube uh, to speed things up even more, which I didn't do. I actually went for the Lyric just for the resource cost reduction because I love resource cost reduction. And here's my messy stash space, and I did have to remember to take out the gems. I am actually really short on emeralds, as you can see. I haven't done really that many puzzle rings. I think I've only done maybe about 20 puzzle rings, I would say, at most this season so far. Um, 20 to 25. Uh, uh, Maybe six of the puzzle rings are mine, and the rest are from friends. So here I'm just trying to organize my transmogs and saving this no set 45 just for the looks. And yeah, so once I get this sorted out, I will start the GR45 is actually not going to take very long. I apologize for this long video, uh, but we have to do this. And here I'm going to show you where you can find the conquest. And the conquest that I'm doing, like I said, is called the Thrill, and it should be down right here. All right. So it says, GR solo 45 without set items. And for monk, it's really easy because you have all the damage you need. However, this time I decided not to take my time to take off sweeping wind. You can actually take sweeping wind off since you won't be needing it. But I'm already using the Kayoshiro's soul, which I could have replaced as well for a witching hour to increase my damage even more. My sheet damage there, I already showed that I hit 1 million anyway. I don't really need more. Uh, I guess I could have finished this greater 45 in like 2 minute 30 if I had the witching hour, most likely. But again, I would never have known what shrines I would get and what map I would get. I got pretty lucky, I would say, on this map. So um, just remember to uh, switch out Sweeping Wind since you're not really using it at all. And if you're playing the super range version like I do, um, then you know you, you don't really need to have more damage. Um, yeah. So yeah. So just keep going, and you'll do fine. Um, if you have enough fire damage from Cinder Coat Mage Fist that you actually kept or actually looted, you can just use those, and you should have enough elemental damage to surpass or to reach 1 million overall damage. And 1 million overall damage is plenty. Uh, don't forget, if you already have the Spirit Stone, Pinto's Pride, and Kairoshiro's Blade, you will do way beyond what's necessary of no set 45. Uh, if you have Ingeum, you can use Ingeum as well. Uh, you will lose the Kairoshiro's Blade initial impact bonus damage, but Pinto's Pride, if you ever have it, um, however early you actually manage to do this, some people went for it. Um, I mean, this is only day 4, but somebody already did it on day 1. This GR40 no set 45. So uh, if you don't have Pinto's Pride, you can just use Nemesis. And if you don't have any of those, just use any legendary that you have. But Pinto's Pride will definitely carry you through this greater 45, no question, even on its own. Eh, most of my gear is overkill, but it just makes it more relevant that you are using fire. So Cinder Coat and Mage Fist is by default the best options. And there we go. At the end of this greater rift, I will show my gear again and the things in the cube. And I changed the cube stuff right before this entire clip when I was sorting out my um, items before I reforge at the Mystic. So at the end, I want to just show again what I was using or what I will use for this particular grader. And if it isn't clear, then during the um, Mystic Reforge, you will be able to see what I was using anyway. And it doesn't really matter what they are. You have like what 8 or 9 slots of pieces that you are already using. And yes, my gear is pretty decent, but of course my Vengeful Wind is a 6 stacker. But again, it doesn't matter there. You can use Ingeum there.